Hi guys, I'm Sawyer Phillips, driver of the 410 and 360 number 3P Ruan sprint car. And we're here with Kelly and Josh today to talk about our great partnership. Hey Kelly, you work for Ruan, which is based out of Des Moines, which is really close to Knoxville, where I spend a lot of time. Can you tell me more about Ruan?
Yes, Ruan's been in business since 1932. Our founder, John Ruan, actually hauled his first load of gravel on July 4th, 1932. And we're deeply rooted in Des Moines, but we're a nationwide company. We provide dedicated contract transportation, managed transportation, value-added warehousing, and brokerage support services to a variety of customers. So Sawyer, when did you start racing?
So I started racing when I was about 15 or 16 years old. Or actually, I started when I was 14 or 15, but kind of full-time in Knoxville Raceway when I turned 15. And really, and quite honestly, it's all I've ever known. I was, say, 5 or 6 years old, and my older brother started racing. And we, so kind of walking outside and having the sprint cars in the garage is kind of all I've ever known. It's a way for me to kind of get that competitive fire out. It's something for me to, tinker with throughout the week and be competitive and try to improve results. And it's something I love at the end of the day as well.
And the smell of race gas, right?
That burn of the eye.
Yep.
All right, Kelly, tell me about what equipment you drive and what dedicated customer you support.
So I drive a 2020 Freightliner day cab, and I pull a pneumatic tank for a Concrete Supply Incorporated here in Des Moines. So Sawyer, I heard that you've got on your farm you've got semis, and those are farm trucks. Those are real trucks. What can you tell us about them?
Yeah, so we've got a couple of 379 Peterbilts, T800 day cab, and a W900 Kenworth. These semis in here are what we would call mint condition compared to what we got. They're going up and down the gravel road a lot, back and forth to Eddieville and corn and ADM and beans, and they definitely work hard for us, but it's worth it. Kelly, what safety tips do you have for drivers out there?
So I've got 5 basic rules that I live by. I show up for work prepared to do my job with a positive attitude. You never leave the yard without a solid pre-trip inspection. Never let your guard down throughout the day ever. And then you top the day off with a solid post-trip inspection. So Sawyer, when you're driving your sprint car, what rules do you go by to keep yourself safe?
Well, I mean, the first one would be keep them on all 4. At the end of the day, a successful light for me is roll it on the end of the trailer on all 4 wheels, being right side up. Otherwise, when you're racing and competing for position, you got to use your head and be smart. Sometimes you can slide somebody and be clear and go on your way, or sometimes you got to know that you're not clear and be respectful and give them room. Otherwise, it's just a matter of, racing hard and competing for the win.
Make sure you're not a tow truck.
Yeah. Kelly, what do you love about driving for Ruan?
Man, I love the Monday through Friday schedule. The management is fantastic. Ruan has a habit of hiring good people, and the pay is really well.
So Josh, tell me what your day looks like day to day servicing Ruan trucks.
Well, I guess I'd start by saying that a driver will put an incident report down, and we'd get a report on that. And so my job would be to take that report and take the truck into the shop and try to figure out what the problem the driver is trying to indicate is wrong with the truck. And from there to diagnose it and try to get that truck back on the road as quickly as possible. Sometimes you have to go on a service call to repair a broken down truck, depending on where it's at in the state of Iowa here usually. Between trying to keep upkeep on the trucks, maintaining the vehicles, whatever that might be, troubleshooting, check engine lights, et cetera, et cetera. It's just maintaining the fleet, creating no downtime, or less downtime, as I would like to say, to where that driver or the company doesn't have to be down without that vehicle for an extended period of time. Sorry, I know you drive this nice, expensive car, and it's not fun to maintain. What do you do to maintain your own vehicle to make sure on race night that it don't break down or you don't have any big problems with it?
Yep, in my world, you might call that the crew chief or the car chief, and then the driver. Well, for me, I'm kind of all 3. As you probably know, maintenance is a lot of, cleaning, greasing, and maintaining. You got to grease all your wear points, check them out, make sure there's no cracking, anything like that. You got to service the motors on a nightly basis. So it's definitely, several nights in the garage throughout the week to get things back ready to go. But that's also kind of part of why I do it. It's not only is it a competitive spirit to, perform well at the end, on Saturday nights at Knoxville, but it's also almost a competitive spirit to make sure you bring a car that, stays together, it doesn't break down, you don't have any issues with. Right. To finish first, you must first finish. So that's part of the deal.
You bet. I understand that.
How many years have you been doing this, and how many years has it been at Ruan?
I've been in the industry turning wrenches for probably 25 to 28 years. I've been with Ruan just a little over a year. To be able to work in a clean environment is a big plus for me, and to work on newer style equipment. I mean, most of our equipment is no more than 3 years old, and that's quite nice. The best part of my job is to meet new faces, interact with people, and to be able to problem solve or help other people out, and to pass on some of my knowledge with other people in the industry.
Well, now you know about us. If you're interested in learning more, visit workforruan.com.